Yeah, what is going on, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to another episode of Mafia Talk. As always, I'm joined by Big Cuz Pedro Peasy. How you feeling tonight, Cuz?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Let's go. We are officially into the free agency. I don't know what you call it, but we're in free agency now. So, hell, mad moves been made. Bills, not as much, but still a lot of moves made within the Bills organization, and then other organizations. We lost a couple players. Other teams signed them. So we're gonna dive in. A lot to talk about. But before we dive into this, I got a huge announcement to make. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I never made this announcement before, but we all know how Bills Mafia go. We're huge in our donations. We're huge in support. Everybody here, y'all support this channel so much, and I deeply appreciate and love you guys. But we got more important things to talk about right now. So my sister has been hold on. My sister has been battling MS for well over 10 years, and she is by far the strongest woman I ever known. Just her resiliency of how she goes about her day-to-day life. Damn near took her legs away, but she's still trying. She still be doing her thing. So number love to my big sister. For everybody, man, you could throw 50 cents, a dollar, anything. We're not asking nothing crazy. But this is her Facebook page. Please go to Jamie Lee's fundraiser for Walk MS Buffalo 2024. Throw a couple bucks in there, show some love, tell somebody just to help us support her struggle through MS. These all donations going straight to the MS organization, trying to find cures and help get through this disease and help everybody who's been I don't know who's been cursed with this ailment. So, like I said, anything helps. She's also doing catering orders with us Beatles. Contact her. She also does
Sorry.
baked goods, cookies, brownies, you name it. She does regular and infused. So for all them potheads out there that want a nice little buzz, cuz tell them about that Valentine special that she did.
Oh yeah, man, they were fantastic. Yeah, I enjoyed mine very much,
There
very
you have
much
it, man.
so.
She's real good. Majority of the profits absolutely go straight to the MS fund and then right back to do what she does best. She's in the kitchen, no matter her limp and this and that and the third. I'm not trying to dog on her. That's my sister, so I'm always dogging on her. But it's number love. So Mafia, please, if you can, just show some love. Just show some love and let's do it. Let's do it. We got an MS walk coming in March. If I'm not
May,
mistaken, March or May. I always get them confused, but
May.
that May. So yeah, May. MS Walk downtown Canal Side. We got the MS Walk. Huge gathering all over the world. We turn up in Buffalo. Huge walk. A lot of people. A lot of organizations and fundraisers. So you know Bill's Mafia. You know how we do it. So just want to give a quick shout out to my little big sister out there. I love you, sis.
Love you,
Wish you nothing
cuz.
but best of you. Nothing but strength. You a strong ass woman, but more strength to you.
Hell yeah, I couldn't have
So
said that any better myself.
man, yeah, I love you, sis. So with that being said, let's dive into the Bills. Oh, she's a huge Bills fan. And just to add to it, she's
So
Bills Mafia all the way, man. If she could jump, she'll jump through a table.
let me let y'all know, man. Some of those treats, if you have a little trouble sleeping,
There you have
yeah,
it. Put you on your
best
ass.
sleeping, best sleep I've had in years.
But
I'll tell you
nonetheless,
that.
let's dive into this free agency period. A lot of moves been made. Obviously, we're gonna start with the Bills. Let me pull up because I got a shit ton of notes for you guys. So it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a lot of talking. We're gonna be doing a lot of reading, but I'm gonna say a little bit of that. Pass it big cuz everybody in the chats. I appreciate everybody who joined in. Number love to everybody over there. Juicy. Appreciate you joining in. We got Miles Connor in the building as well. We got Mafia Sports Support. Pretty sure it's Tommy over there. Nothing but love. Yeah, we gonna get to the traders. We gonna get to the traders. Shout out to C Rose, everybody, Miles Counter. Yo, number love to all the Bills Mafia out there, man. We gonna have a great show. But I mean, since y'all brought it up, let's speak on it. Jordan Poyer, beloved Bills player, he was in here in the beginning of it. Him and Hyde were one of the people that kind of got us out the drought, so to speak. And arguments out there to call him a Wall of Famer in the Buffalo Stadium. I'm up for that debate too, but I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna put a. I mean, speaking about it, we got Thurman Thomas up there. He became a Dolphin for a year, so. But nonetheless, Jordan Poyer signs a contract with the Miami Dolphins, and nonetheless, Sarah Neal and no, not Mitch Morris. He went to Jaguars. So what? It's just Sierra Neal and Jordan Poyer, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, hearing that news, how did that take you?
At first I'm like, ill, Jordan Poyer
Yeah,
in a Dolphin jersey, but honestly, man, I'll be honest with you, I really don't care because
it don't matter.
I mean, we cut him. What do you want him to do? Like, I mean, the man's got to go sign somewhere. Why wouldn't he want to go back home? I mean,
Right.
that's why I guess this. I guess you. I wouldn't necessarily call it a sting, but it was lessened because it's like, man, he went home. If we weren't willing to restructure his contract and bring it down to 2 million, like, you can't
Yeah.
get mad. I mean, he went to Miami for the low.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if anything, like, you mean to tell me Jordan Poyer still isn't worth $2 million when we have
That's
nobody at safety right now?
he left because of the New York State tax. That's why.
Oh yeah, and Chris in the chat said he said it right, man.
Oh yeah.
Thurm hit way harder.
Yo, Chris, and I appreciate you bringing that up about
That
Poyer's hit power because I was listening to
16.
Steve Tasker earlier on WGR, and they didn't say it, but
Nah,
they
I don't think he meant that.
huh?
I don't think he meant that. I think he meant like the sting of seeing another Bill in a
Oh yeah,
Dolphin
okay,
jersey.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Obviously,
Thurman
future Hall of
definitely hit
Famer.
harder.
Everything right. Everything that Thurman did for the Buffalo Bills organization, Hall of Famer. Everybody's calling him future Hall of Famer back at that time when he left. So absolutely, yeah. Poyer. I mean, in my generation, growing up with Poyer, first coming into the Bills. I mean, drought Bills. Finally getting wheels underneath us and some smoke behind us, and finally making that playoff drought break. But yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to argue with you. Definitely a bigger hit on Thurman than Poyer. But
It hurt to see Bruce in a Redskins jersey too.
yeah,
It hurt to see those boys leave, man. Andre, Thurman, Bruce. That was a real end of an era. Because I
yeah,
mean, listen, I get guys, we love our team and everything, and these last 4 or 5 years have been real fun. But man, when you're going, when you're going to that thing every year
mm-hmm.
and you whooping everybody's ass every year, I mean, that was an end of an era. That one
Yeah,
was a little bit different.
absolutely. Because when everybody left during that time, I mean, after 4 Super Bowls appearances and everything they done in all those years and the group that was formed and for all of them to leave at that time. I mean, I felt they obviously they accomplished a little bit more than these Bills teams and the players that left. So obviously that hit a lot harder than our players that recently left. But still hurts nonetheless.
I just want Bills fans to, like, like, I get, yeah, I'm with you on that, Joey, but I don't want, like, when they come, like, man, when he comes back next year, like,
Is he gonna get booed? Is Poyer gonna get
I
booed?
hope not, guys. I hope not, because I'm sure it wasn't his idea to leave. And like you said, man, those boys represented the start of a new era
Yeah,
in Buffalo, the end of the drought. So, like, let's, if when he does come back, let's show our appreciation. Once kickoff hits, that's different. Once the ball's kicked in the air and the game started, he's an enemy. But
absolutely.
that's
Now
how I feel about that.
to go back to what I was trying to say, just imagine that first game or the second game when Bills and Miami meet up, and Josh Allen gets loose in the open lane, and you see Poyer right there. How you think that's gonna go down?
Josh
I
is going
mean,
right through him.
obviously, but like that's just a big question. I can't wait to see. Like, is it a type of thing like, okay, Josh, I'm not on your team no more. I'm gonna smack your shit, or I'm like, oh, I still love Josh. I mean, it's football. It's a
Nah,
game. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna hit Josh 70, 80%
nah,
type of
he's
thing,
gonna
or is they gonna
he's gonna
go
go and
full
try to
ass?
take. It's a man thing, bro. It's a competition thing. That man, if they're going heads up, and Jordan's gonna try to knock Josh's block off, and Josh is gonna try to run right
Because
through him.
Poyer a hitter. He a hitter.
Yeah.
He gave Travis Kelsey some Tweety birds on one time. Man, he got up and looked dizzy.
Either Josh is gonna try to go through him, or he's gonna jump over him, or
Yeah,
he's gonna make
that's
him
what
look
I'm excited
bad.
for.
And it's gonna be great for us. But I mean,
Chris
it
in the
is.
building, Air Allen. I see it. I see it. Number love to Jason in the building. Make sure everybody smash that like button. Mafia Talk in the building on the Mafia Sports Report YouTube channel. Number love to Tommy out there. We had a phenomenal episode on Monday. we kind of ran through majority of everything. So everybody was in there, man. There's about 200 people in the chat. So number love to everybody in there, and we booming at 50 right now. So man, nothing
Nice.
but shout out and love to everybody in the channel
Appreciate
right now.
y'all.
Smash that like button. Traditional J17 stiff arm. I mean, either way, I don't think. I mean, the only way Poyer's going to win in that battle is if I don't know if
I
Josh
hope
not
it's at the
paying
goal
attention.
line, so he can go right through Jordan and then hop up and just do one of these moves on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
And then we got another group of guys that we're gonna play because obviously we're gonna play Miami twice, so we get to play Jordan Poyer and Sierra Neal twice if they get on the field. And then also Gabe Davis and Mitch Morris went to the Jaguars. How you feel about that move, cuz?
I don't know if I like the Mitch Morris move.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last week, I thought we would keep him, especially after we traded Ryan Bates. But Gabe, as far as Gabe is concerned, I mean, I'm not mad about it because they gave him what 3 years, 39 million.
Mm-hmm. A
No,
lot of money.
thank
I
you.
got it right here, cuz. Let me pull it up real
And
quick.
he's basically their fourth option in Jacksonville. They
Mm-hmm.
paid a lot of money for
A
because think about
lot of
it.
money. We was
They
never gonna give him that money.
actually okay now he's their third because Calvin Ridley went to Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Let's see now, which we had eyes on, but
yeah, I mean, you got Christian Kirk and then Evan Ingram, and then they got to run the ball with ATN. Like Gabe is like their third option right now.
yeah. So Gabe Davis, 3 years, 39 mil, 11 million at signing, and then Mitch Morris also goes to the Jags. So I mean, we was never gonna give Gabe Davis that money, especially with his production and his performance. I mean, 7 games with 1 reception and under, and it was 4 games with 0 receptions. I mean,
Listen,
granted, Joe Brady want to say you're a phenomenal blocker, and I take his word for it because he is a great blocker, but we're not paying 11 mil, 12, 13 mil to a receiver just to block who's not getting no yards. So, I mean, number love to Gabe Davis, and I hope you ball out. I hope you find your footing back in Jacksonville. But, I mean, you've shown us after that Chiefs game, that 13 seconds game, that you was not able to get back. Now, I mean, obviously that game was 1 in a million type of games. Not even Jerry Rice was able to do that game. Not even Randy Moss or all the all-time greats. But you haven't been able to hit half of what you did in that game. And from last year, your catch percentage was 52. So you're catching half the amount of your catches in the whole season. We can't deal with that. We can't afford that.
yeah, I that's why I'm not too mad about it. I wouldn't have. But can we talk about the move that means the most so far, and it's not even a Bills related?
Before we
Derek,
get to that, man, shout out to C Rose. Absolutely, everybody show love. Multiple sclerosis. I'm sorry, I still mess up. MS. It's not a real known disease, but trust me, it's really affecting millions of people all over the world. So I mean, anything helps. Shoot, just forward the post that I made. Anything, just get the word out there. Big fundraiser coming up. MS Walk in May. So definitely show love and support, man. We definitely appreciate it, Bills Mafia. And go ahead, cuz. What was the biggest move that you felt that happened in the NFL recently?
Derrick Henry to the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's talk about it because I know on Monday, me and Tommy was both agreeing that we wanted Derrick Henry. I wanted him.
We said it too last week. I said it last week.
Yeah.
Man, Baltimore already runs the ball great. Now you give
Yeah.
them Derrick Henry to line up with Lamar Jackson.
That's gonna be wild.
That I guess that kind of is Bills related because Baltimore
We
we
play them.
see them this year too.
Yeah.
And if we're probably gonna have to go through them if we want to get to where we want to be. So
Yeah, who was that? Gabe Davis clone. Is that Justice Shorter or is that our new signing, Mac Hollins?
Mac Hollins, I think he's talking about.
Yeah, we gonna talk about him, but we all know Derrick Henry because, like I said, on the Monday show that I did with Tommy, and then on our previous show with me, because we all was all in agreement that we wanted Derrick Henry, and my main reason why I wanted Derrick Henry is solely because just imagine Josh Allen and Derrick Henry in shotgun formation and doing read options. Who's gonna stop that, man?
We're gonna see it, but we're gonna see it with Lamar this year.
Exactly. Everything that I said that I wanted for Josh and Derrick Henry is gonna be Lamar and Derrick Henry. But the only thing is, and the reason why I wanted him is the sole reason when you're in that when you keep doing them read options, you're gonna have to stack the box. The defense is going to have to stack the box and substitute that cornerback for a linebacker for an extra D lineman or somebody. Line up the secondary, get one-on-ones or single high safety, and then boom. That's when you go hard play action to go over the top. So now, I mean, there goes Baltimore taking my plans, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see some good things over there in Baltimore. But we play them. It's gonna be tough. We're not stacked as we was on defense. So when we face Baltimore, I mean, we want to shoot it out over there. So we're gonna see still a lot more moves to be made. We still got the draft coming up, so we gonna see what moves Brandon Mean gonna make.
Yeah, it's. I'm really looking forward to this draft right now to see.
Mm-hmm.
I find it hard to believe that we're gonna make every selection that we have. So it's gonna be interesting because then after that you can go into your second wave of free agency, and you might have a little more of an idea of where you might need to address certain needs at that point.
Right. Now to get onto the people that we did sign, we signed a receiver and a linebacker. Receiver was Matt Collin. He played for the Eagles, Falcons. I mean, he's been around the Finns
He had his best season in the Raiders, though.
and the Raiders. Yeah, Raiders. That was the other team that I missed. The main reason why I feel like we picked him up, not to be a receiver, but he was a special teams captain. He's very good at special teams captain. They gave him a green dot for the linebacker. But with Matt Collins, he was very good at special teams. He was captain. He held it down. So I'm pretty sure he's taking over the Sierra Neal role on special teams because we all know that Sierra Neal, he was a beast on special teams. He didn't really make enough noise on defense at safety because he didn't really get the time. But on special teams, he was a hitter. He was a gunner. He made the plays. He contained. He did what he needed to do. He did his job on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we lost him, we had to find somebody to fill that hole because Sean McDermott definitely takes special teams serious. It's not just the stepchild of the team. We take special teams very seriously. So I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, for the money we picked them up. Obviously, I don't mind. I mean, we can pick up those players because you called it. You called it last episode that we're gonna get a lot of 1-year deals with some older players and keep it cheap.
Yeah, for sure. For
And then we
sure.
got a linebacker, which I kind of question, but also makes sense. But
Tyrell Dotson replacement.
there we go. Okay, makes a lot of sense then
Yeah,
because
because you got to think we still got Bernard. You got Milano coming back.
mhm,
You got Bale Inspector.
mhm.
So
We also got
Dotson's a free agent.
Trey Williams too.
You know, I'm going to tell you the Bills player that we lost today that hurts the most for me is Dane.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'd rather of sign Dane Jackson than a Cam Lewis.
Me
But for the
too.
money, you cannot argue that because you cannot
I'm,
argue money.
but listen, I
Dane
mean, I
Jackson got the
understand,
bag. He secured his bag,
but
man. He made his money. We
but
was
that's
not.
because he played good here. He was solid all year. He was one of our most consistent, solid corners.
Yeah,
You didn't miss a step
yeah.
when Trey White got hurt the first time. We didn't miss a step because you insert Dane Jackson.
And I was just watching the Bills versus the Vikings game last year. That man was making some damn plays. I'm telling you, because and man, he held it down when he's like Levi Wallace 2.0, way better than what Levi Wallace was, but damn near the same type of thing. Undrafted free agent where wasn't expecting a lot of, but when your name was called and your number was called, you made. So I mean, when it came down to that, I mean, he got signed to the Panthers for 2 years, 15 mil. I mean, we wasn't paying him that. We paid him.
No,
Cam Lewis was that 2 years, 3 mil, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that back up. Where Cam Lewis at? Cam Lewis re-signed 2 years, 3 mil. So come on now. Dane made what? 12 million more dollars? So I'm not mad at him. I'm happy for him. Man, go ball out over there in Charlotte.
in
But
Carolina.
yeah, Carolina, but it hurts us at the same time because he was a key factor in our death row. I mean, he wasn't even deaf, he was a starter. Was he not?
Does that mean we find? Yeah, I mean, most of the season. Does that mean we finally are they finally just going to give Kyer the shot?
We gonna
Or
see, but he's still a question mark. Right? I mean, I still got a question mark. He sat all season last year, came in the Steelers game, he got burnt, and then made it up the next play with an interception. So I mean, we gonna see. I mean, you had a whole year under your belt. You got to get healthy. You got to learn the system. I mean, you've been here for 2 years already. This is your third year. Come on, you had a seventh round draft pick take your spot in Benford. So you got a lot to make up for. Right now, you do got that bust on your forehead.
Mhm.
You got bust lingering over you. you is up to Kyrie Elam. I got his fucking jersey. I bought his jersey, man, and he changed his number to number 5. If nobody know, he changed his
Oh
jersey.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. But I'm really expecting a lot out of Elam, especially what happened with our secondary, losing Poyer, losing High, losing Trey White. I mean, thank God we got Rasul Douglas who balled out for us for half the season last year. But we're wearing thin. So who is our number 2 cornerback right now? Is it Cam Lewis? Are we gonna hand it to? Obviously, it's probably Benford. So we're gonna see. I'm pretty sure it's still up for debate.
For sure.
So yeah, man. And then also with our the linebacker we picked up. Let me unlock this phone. We picked up a linebacker from the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken.
Nick Morrow.
Nick Burrow. Um,
Morrow.
I said it's funny because when I was on Twitter, I was trying to look at his highlights, and for some reason, Bills Mafia wanted to show all of his worst tackles and trying to make fun of the play. Obviously, he's not going to be on the field as much. He's a deaf player, probably another special teams player as well. I feel like we're pretty good at linebacker right now. We lost Terrell Dodson, but Bernard held that shit down with being a play caller. We're gonna get Matt Milano back. We still kind of got to wait for training camp and mini camp to see the status on Matt Milano because did they say he broke his leg or something with his leg?
They never really said, to be honest.
Yeah, it was something with his leg. I don't know if it's a full break or sprain or whatever it was, but it was severe enough where they sat him the whole entire season, even going into the playoffs. So we're still waiting on the status of Matt Milano, my boy. For those who ain't Pete, my boy Matt over there, Italian Stallion, but we're still waiting on him. Terrell Bernard, stud. I love him. He hit. He's playing good for us, calling plays, making plays. I'm happy with him. Who else? Dorian Williams. That dude lays the boom. For some reason, the Bills wasn't comfortable putting him out on the field. I don't know why, but when he was on the field, he was making plays, and you heard it throughout the stadium. Because pretty sure all the games you went to, you heard that smack going around the stadium a couple times. So I know Dorian Williams that he's a hitter. He's a little Tremaine Edmonds. So I got high hopes for Dorian Williams. Who else we got? I'm pretty sure we're not re-signing AJ Klein. It was just a quick pickup. So yeah, maybe we do need the depth on him on linebacker. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, a replacement for Terrell Dodson. That's all that is.
Which I don't mind resigning if we could get him for the right price. Because even when he came out and played, he balled out. I mean, he took that personal in the beginning of the season where Terrell Bernard didn't play all preseason and Dodson was, and he still didn't get the nod for the go ahead. So, but when his number was called, he definitely showed up. He wasn't the best, but I mean, let me not mistake myself. He was the leading linebacker in PFF grading throughout the season. He was the best graded linebacker in the season. So, regardless of how we seen his play, PFF still labeled him as one of the best linebackers. So, we got to take that. But we'll see. We'll see if we'll be able to retain him or not. We got Jason in the building. He says Spencer Brown's injury. I have not heard about a Spencer Brown injury.
No, me either. I haven't.
So,
heard any.
yo, Jason, if you hear anything else, please hit me up. Let me know. Very interested because Spencer Brown, huge step up. He's my comeback player of the year for the Bills because I wanted him gone, especially in the preseason. I want him to leave his jersey in the fucking locker room and shit, find your own way home type of thing. But nah, especially with the help of our rookie last year, Cyrus Torrance.
Cyrus Torrance.
Stud. He damn near got rookie of the year if it wasn't for Kincaid.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. Hopefully, yeah, good things. We hear good things from Spencer Brown because we can't afford an injury on our line. We got a lot of shifts and moves happening on our O-line. We lost our star center to the Jaguars, so now we got a new center. We lost Ryan Bates that we're used to and accustomed to. He'd been here for a couple years. We lost him. So, I mean, we got a couple new joints. But thank God we was able to retain our boy Snowman over there, fucking Deion Dawkins. He got a lot of us. I know he got me.
Yeah, he got me too a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Hell yeah, man. He definitely had me worried because I'm like, man, do we have to move from him? I felt like we did enough. I thought we lost enough. But
Yeah.
but no, that was funny, man. I'm just glad we was able to retain him. For 3 more years. Where is he at? I got oh man, where you at? I don't know, man. My thing. Okay. 3 year contract, 60 mil. So pretty much 20 mil a year. He deserves it, man. He been protecting Josh ever since Josh put on the Bills uniform. So number love
Yeah.
to a snowman over there, man. He deserves it.
Yeah, for sure. He's a
Um
big part of the offensive line. He's our
huge,
leader.
huge. Besides your special key players, he's the best person on the offense, honestly. Besides Josh and Stephon, he's the third
Yeah.
best on the team.
Yeah.
So number love to the snowman. Another huge signing or another person we was able to retain is DQ, Daquan Jones.
Yeah.
That was huge, man, because we're wearing thin on the interior defensive line. I mean, we're good on the outside, but I mean, all we really got is Ed Oliver right now. I mean, we lost Tim Settle, we lost Jordan Phillips. I'm pretty sure we're not going to re-sign him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to retire because with all his injuries and the way his career went, I doubt we're going to be able to retain him.
Hey, I feel like Jordan Phillips might come back, but not until later on, maybe like a little bit closer to training camp.
I mean, nobody else is going to resign him, so I mean, you might as well finish your career in Buffalo and do it for the low. Get as much money as you can because you're not going to get much else out there. I mean, unless somebody gets injured and you're just lingering around and random team signs you, that's about it. But yeah, huge signing for our defensive. DQ gets signed for 2 years, 16 mil. So yeah, Brandon Beane's making moves. I mean, not those huge splashes like Von Miller type of move or Stephon Diggs,
Excuse me.
but still a great move nonetheless. We got a new member in the building. Beth, I appreciate you joining in the Mafia Sports Report YouTube channel. Number love. Everybody give me a go Bills for Beth B in the building. Number love. We appreciate your support.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Like Josh Allen. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
But yeah, moving on, man. Lot of moves made. Obviously the Bills restructured Josh Allen, creating about 17 mil in cap space. Huge. I mean, obviously Josh Allen loves this team. He wants to retire a Bill, so he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to help his team. So shout out to Josh Allen for making that move for us. Obviously, we already talked about it. Poyer to the Fins. We got Nick Marlowe as linebacker. Another huge one that I did not, I mean, I would say huge, but I did not expect. The Bills was able to retain AJ Epnesa. Cause I mean, when you heard that news, how did that take you? With AJ,
Uh I was happy to bring him back. Obviously, I was hoping that I kind of had a feeling that somebody else would probably
right?
overpay, like pay him too much to where we didn't want to match it. But it makes me happy to see him come back, and it's needed too. Because I mean, what do we got? We got Groot
Well,
and Vaughn right now, right? That's it.
yeah, who the hell else is it? Yeah, I'm not
But
going to the depth chart really.
that's probably going to be one of those spots where 1 year deal,
Right.
somebody gets cut in training camp.
Yeah, we
You
got AJ
know,
2 more years. I did not get the money on it, but yeah, huge plays. I mean, he's not one of those consistent players, but goddamn, when you could get one of them picks off of Patrick Mahomes and who else, when you're trying to get a sack and you just jump in the air and grab it and run it back. I mean, he got a pick six off of that. So I mean, AJ Epnesa can really change the game if you put him in the right position. Oh yeah, spin. Yo, I appreciate you because Kingsley Jonathan was low key one of the players that nobody knew, but when he was on the field, he made
he
plays.
made plays, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and also Eli Anku. That's another interior defensive lineman that really nobody knows of, but they make plays when they're on the field. They're big boys, so it's good to retain those people because they don't really have a name for themselves. So not other teams know about them to sign them. So
Yeah,
you might as well just stay with Buffalo and just keep getting a little bit of bread you can and may really make a name for yourself. We got my man Jason N in the building. Go back to the Deion Dawkins interview about getting his new contract, and he mentioned Spencer Brown getting surgery, but didn't say what it was for. All right, so what he recently got surgery, huh? I'm gonna have to do some digging on that because I have not heard
yeah,
about Spencer Brown having injury or surgery or anything there, unless you're talking about last year.
yeah. And the Bills haven't said anything either, so
Maybe they keep it under wraps. So man, shout out to Jason over there. Appreciate you bringing it in, bringing that news in. Joey in the building. Deion Dawkins got more for 3 years than he did for a 4-year contract. I mean, he deserves it. Definitely deserves it. We got Beth in the building now with his instincts and speed. I'd like to see him in the backfield just to see. Let me know who you're talking about, Beth, because I'm definitely interested as well. I don't know if I love Dorian as a linebacker. Where else would you want to put him? I mean, I don't think he's big enough to be put on a defensive edge. Not fast enough to be a DB. So I mean, I feel like he's good where he's at. I mean, if you could bulk him up, put him on DE, then I mean that's something to the coaches. I'm just a fan. I don't know. Joey,
Nah, he's a middle linebacker.
yeah, he's a hitter. I
Or
like it.
he might be a little small, but he's I don't know. I can't see putting him at a defensive end or anything like
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, we re-signed Cam Lewis, 2 years, 3 mil. Like I said, I mean we was not paying Dane Jackson that. Dane Jackson got 2 years, 15 mil, 12 mil more. I mean, shout out to Dane Jackson. Wish you the best over there on the Panthers and ball out. But yeah, there goes that. Sierra Neal goes to the Finns. I mentioned that earlier. Von Miller clears up 9 mil in cap, but it still have multiple incentives to still make his money. Which shout out to Von Miller for doing that because he really did not have to do that. He could have told him like, no, I'm good with my contract the way it is. Let's stick with it. We can't afford to cut him. So really, on some road, shout out to Von Miller. He knew that he was not able to produce the way he can and needs to, the way he did last year. And what, 5 sacks throughout the whole season? I mean, come on, dude. You getting paid what? They said it was like 6 mil a sack he made.
Yeah.
So yeah. So shout out to Von Miller for helping us in that area and making us better. I mean, hopefully you kind of got away from your injury because when he was on the field, I mean, he looked like he was non-existent. He was just taking up a roster spot. You can still hear me, cuz?
Yeah. I was about to say you went dark
You
on
hear
me
me?
there. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I can hear you.
hello.
I can
Okay.
hear.
Now somebody just called me and I hung up, so I wasn't sure if my audio was still there.
Yeah.
But
You're good.
yeah. So we got Von Miller, Deion Dawkins signed his contract, 3 years, 60 mil. Bills re-signed Cam Lewis, Gabe Davis. All right, going through. Darnell Savage. Now, when I was on Monday's show, I was we was talking about safeties and who should we get. I mentioned Justin Simmons, 30 years old, but still a solidified veteran,
That's who I
a
want.
great player, can absolutely help Tyler Rapp, 26-year-old, help him out that way. But somebody else mentioned it was Amy. Amy, you remember Amy? She been in the chat, man. Where you at, girl? But Amy mentioned it, Darnell Savage. And I was intrigued. He's 26 years old, young, still doing good, but unfortunately, he got signed by the Jags. So, I mean, Jags are loading up. They're going to be dangerous this year, and we are going to play them. So, I know the past couple years when we played them, we fell short, and it was a decent game, but games we could have won, should have won, but for some reason, we fall short to the Jags. Now, coming up in this year, I mean, it's going to be tough because they got our own center, our own receiver. They're loading up, man. They're trying to make their playoff run. They fell short a couple years, so I mean, Jags might be dangerous. I mean, a lot of teams in this league are making some big moves. Steelers are another one. I might have my boy Hefe jump in the building. Probably not tonight because we got a lot more to talk about. But I'm gonna have my boy Hefe talk about the Steelers because they made some huge moves too. So we're gonna see even the Falcons with Kirk Cousins. I mean, how you feel about that move?
Man,
Don't
Kirk
mean
got
nothing
some
to us,
weapons.
but
Kirk got some weapons. That's a big time fantasy
shoot, I don't hear
football
you,
implication.
cuz. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Damn it, I can't hear you, man.
You can't hear me? Oh.
Hold on. I mean, you can keep. So I don't know if the other team. Yo, chat. If you can't hear Big Cuz, please let me know, cause I can't hear him. But if you can hear him, then that's good. I'd rather not.
Yeah, let me know. I can hear you.
Okay, spin here's Big Cuz. It is what it is. We're gonna keep rocking with it. But yeah, cuz Darnell Savage on the Jags. it is what it is, man. We're gonna play them. We're gonna beat them, hopefully. So, okay, Jason, I appreciate you hear us both. Unfortunately, I can't hear Big Cuz, so we just gonna rock with it. Yeah, Leonard
Yeah,
Floyd to
Joey.
San Fran. I mean, that we wasn't gonna be able to pay him that money, but shoot, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Leonard Floyd. He made some big moves for us last year. First Bills to get 10 sacks since Jerry Hughes. So shout out to Floyd and what he did for us last year. So it is what it is. We can't keep everybody. So I mean, shout out to all the players. The only ones I'm really mad at is Poyer for going to the Dolphins, but we'll get over it.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I would just say I don't know if you could hear me, cuz or not, but chat. I would just say honestly, man, as far as wide receiver, let's not sleep on Justin Shorter, man. I think he's somebody that the Bills are high on, and I think he is big, fast, and we just got to see, man. I think he's gonna be figuring to the plans next year.
Yeah, because whenever you get done talking, just put your hand up because I still can't hear you, man. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, moving on. We got Naheem Hines going to the Browns. They also signed Jason Winston. We don't play the Browns, so it doesn't really matter. Falcons signed Mooney. That was another player I was looking at for the Bills to get at, but obviously too late. They also signed Kirk Cousins. Jets signed former Bills quarterback Tyrod Taylor. I mean, we're not really worried about the Jets. They got but it's kind of funny that they're looking out for their quarterback situation like they didn't do last year because once Aaron Rodgers was 4-0, they had nothing left. So at least they got him a little backup with Tyrod Taylor. They're paying the man 18 mil. That's crazy money to be paying your backup quarterback 18 mil. So I think it's like 1 or 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. I don't got the money, but I think it's 1 or 2 years they're paying Tyrod 18 mil. So I mean, shout out to Tyrod, man. Get your money because you're not gonna get it nowhere else. So
Ooh,
shout out to Tyrod.
that's a lot of money.
Um, yeah, another one. I was looking at Calvin Ridley. We was mentioning him earlier. Unfortunately, Titans was able to sign him 4 years, 92 mil. So that's the big contract right there. So there's no way we're gonna be able to pay him that. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We kind of got the people that we got. I doubt we're gonna be able to make a splash move. I mean, since we're talking about receivers, let me just go through the receiver room and available free agent receivers. So right now, the Buffalo Bills have Stephon Diggs, Khalil Shakir, Justin Shorter, Andy Isabella. We just signed Mac Hollins, and we also got Tyrell Shavers, Brian Thompson, and KJ Hamler.
KJ Hamler.
Go ahead, talk
K
about it. I can't hear you, but go ahead and talk about our receivers.
KJ Hamler is one of
Just put
those
your hand up when you're
guys.
done.
KJ Hamler is one of those guys that was if I'm not mistaken, I think he was a first round pick, maybe a second round pick, but he was one of those in Denver, man, that you could. I think it's injuries derailed him over there, but he could be a good cheap, high reward, low risk type of player, and spin too, man. I'm with you on that Michael Thomas thing. I wouldn't mind taking a cheap flyer on Michael Thomas. I'm with it.
All right, cuz man, I hate this, man. I gotta hear what you gotta say. It's pissing me off, but we gonna rock with it. We gonna rock with it. Free agents that are still available. We have OBJ. Yes or no, cuz? Up or down? No. All right. He still got it. I kind of. I mean, he made plays last year with the Ravens,
Damn, you can't hear me.
but he also has an injury history. We don't know what we're gonna get, so it's a huge question mark. And obviously, he's gonna want his money. So that's a no for you, cuz.
No.
All
DeAndre
right.
Hopkins. Hopkins.
DJ Chark.
No.
No. All right. All right. If the money's right. If the money's right.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. KJ Osborne. I mean, I'm not too familiar with him. I seen was he with Carolina?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I read your lips. um, Allen Robinson.
Yeah, but you can get hold on. You can get D Hop probably cheap from Tennessee. Allen Robinson, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, I got a maybe. Um, Curtis Samuel. Yeah, I like him too. I
I
like him
like
too.
it.
And the
I like
last one
it.
that I got was Tyler Boyd.
Ooh.
right? I wouldn't
Ooh.
mind. I mean, obviously, we're not paying T. Higgins all the money that he wants, 25 million a year. We're not messing with that. But Tyler Boyd, I mean, I wouldn't mind for the right price.
I'd trade for T. Higgins if we could. Higgins, I
Yeah,
would.
even better. Tyler Boyd is out there. All right,
I
I
like
appreciate
that
you, C
one.
Rose. I mean, unfortunately, I can't hear Bill Cuz. I'd rather not reset the whole thing and mess up the show. So we gonna
Yeah,
keep it rolling, man. We still got this. Shout out to the chat who's still staying tuned to us. Shout out to Big Cuz still rocking with it. Number love to everybody.
I
Yeah,
love the
C
Tyler
Rose saying we
Boyd
should sign
idea.
Boyd.
I love it.
Obviously, if the money's right.
I love that idea, man. If it's, I know we can't afford Higgins.
I agree with you, Spin.
Anything's
I
possible.
agree. Is bargain bin bean. That's what we got right now. It's not big baller bean. He not now in the strip club, man, throwing
You
them
guys
hundreds
gotta.
out. He's bargain bin bean. He's waiting till all the news and all the hot players are taken away, and man, he's gonna go in the clearance section and start pinching pennies and start getting what he can get.
You guys got to remember too, though, the salary cap is real, but it's not. Like nobody thought the Rams would add all those players during their Super Bowl years. They were over the cap too. So I mean, it's possible. Is it probable? No, but it's possible if they can always structure the contract to make it work.
Ooh. Listen, man. Listen, Jason. Listen. I was so mad. I mean, obviously at the time I wasn't mad, but now after the fact, I mean, obviously when we signed both of them, him and Gabe Davis, Isaiah Hodgins was actually drafted higher or not
He's
higher,
supposed to
but
be better.
what's the word? Not drafted
Higher,
higher, but he was looked at like he was better than Gabe Davis.
higher
But
prospect.
for some reason with injuries, he just wasn't able to get on the field for the Bills. And then once he went to the Giants, I mean, he was making a couple plays here and there. I remember the one Giants game I was watching. This man freaking flung up in the middle of the air and snagged the ball one hand in the corner in the end zone. So I mean, like, man, we could have used that. We could have got him for a cheap price, but unfortunately, we went the way that we went. We kept Gabe Davis. We let Isaiah Hodgins go. So that is what it is. But if he is a free agent, I mean, bring him back to Buffalo. Why not? Amy, we appreciate you jumping in the chat. We were talking about you earlier, man. Amy, nothing but love. Big Cuz Pedro PZ, she was asking about you on the Monday show with Tommy.
Yeah,
So number
yeah.
love with Amy over there, man.
Appreciate
Even
that.
with Poyer on the fins, man, like you said, Amy, we still gonna skin the fin. So let's get it.
Listen, don't be
I'm telling you, man, I
surprised.
love that Amy said that, man. That's better saying than freaking squish the fish. Because
Don't be don't
Miami
be
fans only say,
surprised if
"Oh,
that
they're not
first.
fishes, they're mammals."
Don't be
Okay,
surprised
skin the
if
fin
Josh
then.
if Josh picks on Jordan Poyer that first game we play in Miami. We happy for Poyer too. It's just gonna
Yeah, Jason
suck.
said they're releasing Hodges. I wouldn't mind, man. I would not mind signing him. Give him a mill or two, 1 year deal maybe. We'll see. Whatever he's willing to agree with and whatever we can afford, I would not mind bringing him back in. He's a bigger body. I'm pretty sure he's 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, get him in here, man. Get him in here. He's healthy now, so let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, we need receivers. We need the depth. So why not bring Hodgins in? Sign a couple draft rookies as our receivers, and let's get this moving.
Yeah, I mean that's funny, Beth. Cheap labor. Yeah. It's where we're at right now with the team. So still got a long way to go though,
I
guys.
hate that I can't hear you, cuz.
Trust the process. I
I
know.
hate it. Yo, hold on. Give me a sec. I don't know, like what the fuck you can talk about. I mean, you can talk about the draft picks real quick. Give me like 5 seconds.
You got
Leave it.
40.
Leave
Yeah,
it.
leave it. We
All
got
right, cool.
we
Cuz said
got
leave
40
it.
we
All
got
right, it is what
15
it
minutes
is.
left.
You don't keep it moving. What else we got? I mean, listen, I damn near wrote down all the type of moves, but it really does not matter. Because at the end of the day, we still got Josh Allen 17 in the building. We still got Stephon Diggs, so it kind of doesn't really matter. I know our receiver room is really up against it, but it doesn't matter because we got Josh Allen. As long as he can clean up his turnovers, we're good. And even with all those turnovers, we still good. So I mean, I'm still not worried. Like these teams can make all the moves. Miami, you could take our players. Yo, shout out to Tia Stell because she said it best. If you can't beat them, sign their players. And it's perfect. You
Yeah,
still can't beat us.
yeah, that's
I'm not
fair.
worried. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm not worried either.
But moving on, I mean, Miami also lost a lot of players. I mean, they lost Chris Wilkins, dominant defensive line player. So I mean, that's gonna be huge for their D line. Who else they lost? Rob Hunt, their lineman. Xavier Howard, their cornerback. Van Geeko went to the Vikings, their stud linebacker. Safety Brandon Jones they lost. Linebacker Jerome Baker, Emmanuel Agba. Like, I mean, they dropped players. Like, obviously, like the Bills dropped their players. So, I mean, at the same time, they don't got a Josh Allen. They don't got a Diggs. I mean, they got Tyreek Hill, but Tua still ain't shit. I mean, you can say this and that about Tua. I'll give him the respect that's deserved. Yeah, he went from a bust to. I mean, it's really all Tyreek Hill that kind of made him blow up. Tyreek Hill and Waddle. If it wasn't for those guys, I mean, who would Tua be? I don't know. It would still be Tua turn the ball over. So I'm still not worried about the Miami.
Yeah, I'm not worried either. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm pretty much gonna wrap this up. So a couple other signings. Josh Jacobs went to the Packers. Packers ended up releasing Aaron Jones. Packers signed safety McKinney for 4 years, 68 mil. That was another safety I was looking at. He's younger. He was playing real good, but unfortunately, we was not able to jump on it or pay him the money that the Packers were going to sign him. So unfortunately, we was not able to make a deal with McKinney. I believe Amy was the one that asked me that on Monday. So I mean, yeah, there it goes. I mean, he's going to the Packers, so not able to make a deal for that. And then yeah, Tony Pollard to the Titans, and I mean, the rest is that. I mean, everybody else is pretty much just some random players that nobody really know or care about. So it is what it is, man. But we know the Buffalo Bills, they re-signed the players that they need to resign. They let go of people that we wish we couldn't let go, but unfortunately, to cap situation, we had to make a move. So this is the end of an era, so to speak. But like I said last week, it's gonna be a phoenix. Yeah, the phoenix burned and died off, but we're gonna rise back up in the ashes, and it's not gonna be that long. We're gonna start back up in minicamp, in the draft, preseason, and we're gonna get the ball back rolling. I'm not worried. We still got McDermott. He's still calling a hell of a defense. Josh Allen still playing lights out. We still got Stephon Diggs. So I mean, we still got a team. We're not down and out. Our Super Bowl window still open, still open.
Oh
Nobody's worried
yeah.
about that.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
all the national media could say what they want to say. Who cares? We know what we got. We know who we are. Big Bills Mafia in the building. Let's go, man. Let's get it this year, man. I ain't gonna keep saying like, oh, this our year. We gonna get it eventually. Just like Sean McDermott said, it's not if we get it, it's when. So let's do it like that. Real quick, we're gonna run through our draft picks and then we're gonna call it a night, man. Like I said, biggest show, biggest viewership we had in the show so far. So number love to everybody who jumped in the chat, man. Number love to Tommy in the building. Beth B who just joined the channel. Spin in the building. We got everybody, Amy, everybody. Number love to everybody, man. So please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the Mafia Sports Report channel, and let's do it right. Real quick, we have a total of 11 picks. First round, 28, second round, 60. We don't have a third round pick, but a fourth round, we have two at 27 and 133. Fifth round, three picks with 143, 159, 162. Sixth round, another three picks, 188, 199, 203. In the seventh round, we have 248. Bunch of picks to make. I'm not sure about the moves we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna trade up to get a closer pick or we're gonna trade back to get more picks. Who knows? We're gonna wait. I know I seen a mock draft where we actually move up. We trade with the Eagles. I didn't see what we gave up. I know we trade up for the Eagles to number 22 and we signed a receiver. Forgot his name, but a bunch of mock drafts out there. Stay tuned. A lot of more moves to be made in this free agency. We all know Bargain Ben Bean is out there. He's gonna wait till all the noises settle, all the smoke clears. Then we're gonna pick up the scraps. We're gonna shop clearance and then get ready for the draft. So I mean, there it goes. Cuz I'm gonna let you say your final thoughts. Whatever you need to say, let it go. Put your hand up when you're done.
I just got one thing to say, guys. Trust the process, man. Just trust the process. We still got a long way to go. There will be a second wave of free agency after the draft, and once we get to the draft, man, I feel like we'll have a better, way more clear picture of what we need and like where we need to go. But I think we'll be just fine.
All right, guys, there you have it, man. I'm really upset that I can't hear Big Cuz because I need to hear what the man got to say, but shit happens. Nonetheless, we still have a phenomenal show, man. Record high 96. Never even seen above 50. Yo, nothing but love to the Bills Mafia. Don't forget, let me re-mention it. My sister, who's been battling multiple sclerosis for well over 10 years, strongest woman I know, she still gets it done. She still takes care of two phenomenal kids. My nephew Elias, my niece Jayliana, wonderful kids. I mean, even though Elias, he's crazy, freaking crazy. I love the shit out
I
of
love
him, man.
that kid.
I
I
love
love
him.
that kid.
Put him in a little headlock and he good.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, she still holds it down. Please, Bills Mafia, anything helps. You throw $1, just share it. Give us a like. Anything goes a long way. Get the name out there. Please go to Facebook. Jamie Leese's fundraiser, MS Walk. Buffalo.
Oh, I lost you. We lost you. Chat, let them know we lost them. We lost them, guys. Yeah, but the fundraiser for MS, just y'all check that out. I don't know if we're gonna stick around. When is he coming back? Spin, you're good, man. I'm solo out here, guys. But yeah. But anyways, check out the fundraiser. Anything helps. My cousin's been fighting this thing for.
One job to get done today, man. Find a W. Play for each other. Love y'all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.